Hey guys, so it's officially October, which can only be one thing. It's time to talk September favourites. Now I'm going to start this video by saying, excuse the hair, I dyed it pink and it wasn't quite as pink as I wanted it to be, so I'm waiting for this to fade and then I'm going to dye it pink again. It's only temp, so I'm just going to have a little bit of fun with my hair. It's not really, it kind of doesn't matter really, is my thoughts. Not everyone's liked it, but that's fine if they want to be boring. It's only makeup and it's only hair. It washes off or it washes out in my hair's case. So I've decided to do that. But that's a whole other story, and maybe in the future you'll see me with pinker hair. But since the September favourites, I've got a few makeup bits and a few skincare bits to share with you. Now admittedly a lot of these products have been featured in my autumn picks, which I filmed recently, and the link will be below. However, it's kind of what I've been loving, so they're going to be featured again. But I'm going to start with the Chapman Skinesis Morning Facial, which is just a really lovely oil which I like to put underneath my makeup. I think the reason I'm loving this a bit more is because I know that the days are getting a little bit colder and soon enough we'll be having the heating on and my skin will be extremely dehydrated, and I think this really does help. My makeup applies really beautifully over it, which is what I like. I don't like matte finishes, so that's okay for me. That it is slightly dewier, but it's not oily, which is what I love. To remove my makeup, there have been two balm cleansers which I have been using. The first one is the RMK Cleansing Balm, which smells of roses and looks like this inside. It's a little bit grubby, but that's just kind of what happens. It's not even grubby, it's just got like little chunks missing. It comes with this little spoon, which I think is uber cute, and you kind of just use that to remove the product. This turns to an oil almost automatically. You kind of put it in your hands, basically put your hands together, and it's already like very liquidy. Not so much that it drips off like a standard oil, but almost. But I really like this to remove everything, including my eye makeup, and surprisingly it hasn't broken me out, which is great. Along with that, I've also really been enjoying the Neal Wild Rose Beauty Balm. Very similar to the RMK. However, I think I actually prefer this one. Inside it looks like this. I just find it to be a little bit more natural. It doesn't turn quite as much to an oil as the RMK, which I do actually really like. However, I prefer this scent because I think the RMK's got a slightly artificial scent and this one doesn't. It is quite like a very, I don't know, it's a very natural rose scent, which I don't know if everyone would love, but I personally really like. And the packaging on this is really beautiful. Not necessarily the best to travel with, but I really like it. And I'm actually going to do a review of both of these products on my blog, so keep an eye out and the links below. My final skincare product has been the Rodial Super Acid Extreme Pore Shrink Cleansing Pads. This has amino acids, acylic acid and probiotic technology. Not too sure what they all do, but acylic acid is great if you kind of just want to brighten your skin a little bit, kind of improve the colour and texture. And also, if you've got acne, it's also great. I've been having really good skin over the last few weeks. I've broken out a little tiny bit here and a little tiny bit on my forehead. That's because I decided to use a makeup wipe one night. And my skin, like, it just rejects them straight away and it's not pretty. However, I think these have been keeping my skin in a really good condition. I use them pretty much once a day, but they do say you can use them twice a day, so I'm going to assume that they're not too strong. They're basically like a second, I'm not going to call them, they call them cleansing pads. I don't know if they're necessarily cleansing pads. You wouldn't want to use this as your only cleanser, but they're really nice, almost as a second or third cleanse. And also all the acids and stuff like that in them mean that they're pretty much an exfoliating toner as well. And I think they just keep my skin looking really good, and they just make sure that my skin's clean, that there's not any dead skin on it and stuff like that. So really love these. On to makeup, and like I said, a lot of these products have already been featured on my YouTube channel, but I've been loving the Eva lipstick, colour Rouge, Eva's Pure Red by Loreal. This is just my absolute favourite red of the moment. It's not too bright and it's just a very wearable red in my opinion. It's just red without being too in your face. It's not scary or anything like that, so I'd highly recommend checking that out if you're kind of slightly if you're not too fair and slightly warmer toned, then that's a really lovely lipstick to look into. I'm also going to quickly just pop in here and say I'm really sorry if this video is a bit choppy or if I sound funny. I've been a little bit ill recently and a bit coughy and stuff, so I keep having to cough and cut the video, so sorry about that. Another product I've already spoken about is the Clarins Instant Concealer. Really lovely, not only for under the eyes, but I actually think it's quite nice for blemishes as well. It offers high coverage without being cakey, which is what I love the most about it. A little goes a long way, and it's just really good. Like, I'm definitely going to be using this for a long time. The Big Eyes palette by Maybelline in Luminous Brown has also been one of my favourites. One that I didn't really think I would love, but it's also kind of tempted me to try other colours that aren't just brown on my eyes. This obviously has a bright orange, and today I'm actually trying a pink. Not sure what palette it is. I know it's by Diego de la Palma, but I'll leave the info below. But this was just a really nice surprise. The shadows themselves are really good quality, really pigmented, blended beautifully, and the colours are actually really nice to wear as well. The orange, although it is an orange, is just really beautiful, not too in your face, pigmented, but still, because it's quite a burnt orange, it just looks really natural at the same time. On to two pencils that I've got to show you. The Benefit Highbrow Glow has kind of been my go-to under the brow highlight. It's not what I've got on today though. And in the inner corner, I love it's in a pencil, so you can kind of throw it in your bag and not worry about brushes or anything like that. And if, like me, you're a little bit lazy to do your brows, this is the perfect product to put underneath and kind of disguise any little hairs that there might be there and you haven't had a chance to get rid of. The lip liner I've been loving is actually the one that I'm using today. I know not everyone's going to like it. I think it is a little bit brown, and because my hair's a little bit pink as well, I think it all looks a bit, I don't know, a bit reddy browny kind of thing going on. However, it's a Chantecaille lip liner in tone, and this just goes with so many like autumnal lipsticks. I really like slightly darker My Lips But Better colours, but also you can kind of put it under slightly plummier tones. So actually a really lovely lip liner. They're a little bit expensive, however they are quite long, and they don't disappear that quickly. They're not necessarily the softest lip liner, but I don't mind that because sometimes I feel like they're just too soft and you can't get a very sharp line, but you can with this. They're not drying even all over the lips, even though it's obviously matte, and I actually think I'm going to be checking out the other colours. And that's the end of my September favourites. Let me know what you've been loving recently. I have a few more videos planned for the month of October. I'm going to do a few Halloween videos. Let me know below what you'd like to see, and I hope you all have a lovely month, and I'll see you all soon.